Hey everybody, your Timber Creek directors here. We've got a fourth quarter of the school year message for you guys. We hope this finds everybody doing well. Yeah, I don't really know when the fourth quarter happened. This year has flown by like they all do. So, but we want to go ahead and give you guys an overview of what to expect. This time of year is always challenging for us, even under normal circumstances, because we're trying to finish up one school year and then yet start another school year kind of simultaneously. So, in that regard, this fourth quarter is no different. We're going to kind of focus on the two primary months here. So I'm going to just talk about April here for a moment. The primary focus for the month of April for all of our classes is getting prepared for essentially next year. It's the audition that sets up our band placement. It also serves as our final exam. And we've been talking with the students about this in class for weeks now. We will have the kind of official audition material available at the end of this week, which should be around April 2nd or so. And then the audition video for next year, which again is also their final exam for this school year, will be due, we believe the plan is April 30th, which is a Friday. So the students will have a month to work on this material, but they really pretty much know everything that they're gonna need to play for it anyway. So that'll be the focus. And we're gonna spend a bit of class time with the students, helping them prepare for their auditions for next year. And this will, again, help get them placed in the correct class period. The other thing for the month of April as well, the wind ensemble, our fourth period class, is going to be doing 4 after-school rehearsals to do an MPA recording. We're really doing this as a way to test how we'll move forward kind of with COVID protocols, with playing our instruments, keeping socially distanced and doing it with masks on and bell covers and those kind of things. And so we're using the wind ensemble as an opportunity for us to figure out how that's going to look in the future. So those students will be doing that for 4 weeks here, for 4 Tuesdays in April. But otherwise, really the focus for the month of April is getting the students as prepared as we possibly can for their auditions and for their final exam for this school year. So Mr. Trotto's got something here for you guys.
So some exciting things moving into next year as we start to get the regiment up and running once again. Our percussion and guard are going to be starting up April 7th on every Wednesday evening to go ahead and kickstart the next year. That's starting at 5:30 every Wednesday, and again, following COVID protocols, being outside, socially distant, and wearing masks. The entire regiment will be meeting up, so the percussion guard wins everybody for May 17th for what's going to be our open house for next year. So just wanting to get everyone thinking about some of our upcoming dates as we start to look forward into next year. So I'm going to segue down to Mr. Hoey to go ahead and explain the wins and our open house.
Hello, everybody. I missed you all. We're back. Okay, so April 27th at 7 p.m. for most of you guys. You'll see another video maybe that went out to the 8th and 9th graders. The start time is 5:30. Okay, but we are going to meet at 7 o'clock and go until 8:30. Okay, so there's a session, so you guys all understand. There's a session that's from 5:30 until 7. Okay, and then there's a session from 7 until 8:30. If you are a returning member, okay, you're supposed to go to the second session, the 7 to 8:30 one. That is part protocol, COVID protocol for us, because again, as Mr. Tirado mentioned a second ago, we are going to be outside. We are going to be wearing masks by the nature of marching band itself. We're going to be on a grid and spaced out. Okay, we're going to be enforcing water breaks and all that sort of stuff. And we as a tribe are going to try to learn to stand just a little further from each other. And that's going to be a learning curve for us. But the fun part about this is we get back to having regiment rehearsals and get back to doing what it is that we are also comfortable doing. Okay, so that is 3 Tuesdays. Okay, that is April 27th, that is May 4th, and that is May 11th. And as Mr. Tirado just said, May 17th is the date that we are targeting for our open house. Okay, and the open house that we're trying to do is very familiar to us in that we are trying to do it pretty much like we've done it in years past. Don't know that we're going to be in the PAC with 700 screaming people in a closed space. We're working on being out of doors and doing a projector or doing something stadium-wise, or we don't have that exactly nailed down yet, but the intention is to release the show and to move forward the way we always have into the summer and get everything kind of normal back on track. Okay. So as we transition from open house towards the end of the school year, Mrs. Hoey is going to talk to you about some registration stuff.
Paperwork, paperwork, paperwork. That's my job. All right, so there's two really important things you need to know. One is this week in your classes, and this applies to all students, all current Timber Creek students, you are going to be receiving a Google form that is a band interest survey form. We need every single student, non-seniors. Seniors, we don't need you. We love you, but we don't need you if you're watching this. So all of our other students, we need you to fill out the interest form, and that's going to allow us to plan ahead. And as you can see, we've got a lot of things happening. All of these events are important, but they're taking a lot more logistical planning than we've even done in the past. So we need as much information as possible. And that interest form, that survey, is going to allow us to get a head count of students that will be here, of instruments that we need, different logistical things that we need to make sure that we're following protocols and we have the right number of people and places for you. So that interest form you're going to get, it's a Google form. You'll get a link during your class time this week. So look for that, make sure that that is filled out. That's for my students. And then for everybody, you're probably thinking about, like, what about all this other paperwork that we used to do? That's all coming back. So all of our registration forms and physical forms and all of those medical forms that we used to have, of course, we're going to have all those back in full force before we really jump into our summer sessions as we get into serious band camp land. All of those forms will take place during our kickoff camp, which will be happening on May 26th. That's right after school ends, similar to what we've done in previous years. And so that will happen at our kickoff camp, May 26th. So be looking for that. And if you have questions about any of that paperwork, you can always let us know and we will turn you in the right direction. So I'm going to go ahead and hand it back over to Mr. Cox, who's going to close up with some more information about our summer plans.
Okay, so a quick review of kind of April and May as far as the regiment returning for the first time in almost 2 years, right? So on April 7th, all right, which is a Wednesday, the percussion and color guard will kind of be starting back up in the evenings, okay? And then on April 27th, our wind students are going to be coming onto campus, and then we'll have those in 2 different sessions, and we'll be sending out more information about that, okay? They'll be going kind of Tuesdays and Wednesdays concurrent until everybody comes together safely, of course, on May 17th for open house. And then, like Mrs. Hoey just said, May 26th will be our registration kickoff camp. For this summer, we're going to be meeting, the plan right now is to meet the scheduling wise like we have in the past. Now, the execution of that may be a little bit different. We may need to break things up. We may need to be in different spaces on campus than we have in the past, but the structure of it will be the same. So it'll be Tuesday nights through the summer. It will begin on Tuesday, June 1st, and it will go through the entire month of June. So the June 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th. The week of July 5th through the 9th, OCPS is closed. Okay, so there'll be nothing that week. Then when we come back the week of July 12th, we will have a 4-day camp that week. That's like our summer session 1. Okay. Then on Tuesday, July 20th, we'll have one more Tuesday night rehearsal. Okay. And then our 2-week camp begins on Monday, July 26th. Okay. So all of those components are essentially the way we've done them in the past. Tuesday night rehearsals in the evening through the summer, the week of the 4th of July off, a 4-day camp after the 4th of July, 1 or 2 Tuesdays in between, and then our 2-week camp. Again, we may need to move things around a little bit. We may, if we have to, we hope not, but if we have to split students up about what time they come on campus, but just assume for now that it'll be the way it has been in the past. The evening rehearsals are at 5:30. Our camp rehearsals typically begin during those camp weeks at 8 a.m. and we go till 4 p.m. But we'll send out more specific details as we get closer and we're able to figure things out logistically as it relates to COVID. So that is a look at kind of the fourth quarter. It's a look at the summer. We are so excited to start to welcome you guys back, to spend time with you again. We'll do it as we'll be as safe as we absolutely possibly can, and we'll also look forward to welcoming everybody back. We look forward to seeing you very, very soon. We look forward to the regiment returning finally, and we'll see you guys very soon. All right, take care. Thank you.